Hello and welcome to Nintendo Pals, the daily dive into all things Nintendo and friendship. And tonight we are going to be talking about the news from this week that we did not cover because there was a direct. And Micah, you ready to talk some news?
Yep.
Let's jump into it. First off, I do want to apologize because my audio may sound a little wonky this week. Filming from a remote location, not my usual setup, but things should be back to normal. Well, actually, I will be remote the next time we record as well. So we'll see. Things will be back
It'll
to
be it
normal
eventually.
eventually. Yeah. But speaking to eventually, let's jump into the news. First up, we had at the Disney D23 convention, which is like their big uh, Disney Direct, where they talk all things Disney related. There was the announcement of Gargoyles, the game remastered, and that will be coming to Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. So, Gargoyles, fantastic animated series. I really hope sees a revival, and it's cool that we're getting anything in that. So, game is coming. Did you watch Gargoyles, Micah?
Uh, kind of recently I watched a bit. Like in the last year, I watched. I didn't make it very far, but I want to say I watched like 15 episodes or something like that.
Yeah, it's like an interesting concept for a show like superhero esque show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like the concept is a little better than the actual show,
yeah.
but
So revive
this
it
is
and
pretty
just
cool.
do it again, but better.
I'd be all here for it.
Yeah, but that's all we got for that. Next news item.
Yeah, there's a new My Nintendo reward, a Super Mario shopping bag.
Ooh, it does look pretty
It's like
cool.
a yellow kind of taupe, says Super Mario, and then just has a bunch of characters on it.
Yeah, and then in a similar vein, we've got pre-order bonuses being announced for Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and we have already seen that the pre-order bonus for GameStop is a sticker sheet. Wow, wow,
Walmart,
cool.
even better, has a trading card set kind of a thing.
Yeah, Walmart's is actually really cool. So that
Adele was argue with the shadow box,
oh, I didn't see that one. So that one's pretty
the
recent drop,
newest.
right?
Yeah, it has little Super Mario Wonder art thing in there, which I assume comes with the shadow box, and it's not just like a random empty shadow box.
But why? It's just a flat. Is there like a 3D element to this?
I have no idea.
Why would you need a
I'm not
shadow
even.
box?
I'm not even like 100% sure what the point of a shadow box is in the first place.
Well, a
But this
shadow
just
a
to me
shadow
looks just
box
like a
is
regular
to
picture frame.
display something that has like 3D
Depth
depth, right?
like
Like
coins
yeah,
or
yes,
pins.
yes. So I use it to display. I have one that is used to display my Mario Anniversary pin set, but
Maybe this artwork is kind of
this
3D-ish.
this
I,
sort of
I
just
can't tell.
this sort of just looks like just it's in a
It looks
shadow box, which is just we
it's a
had
buzzword.
we had extra shadow boxes we needed to get rid of. That's cool. Definitely the trading card's the best one so far.
Yeah, it makes me sad because I'm like, oh boy, I'm gonna use my last voucher for this game. And then all these places have cool pre-order bonuses,
Yeah, why don't we get cool
and it's
digital
the
pre-order?
worst.
Why don't we get cool digital pre-order bonuses anymore? Like that used to be a thing, where it still is a thing for a lot of games. We
We get
got
like
one. We got
wallpaper or something.
we got one with Baldur's Gate 3 because we bought the game in early access. We got all the like Divinity 2
The
bonus
fancy
content
cape,
stuff. Yeah,
a cool needle.
we got the shape shifting mask,
Oh, Fane's mask, yeah, shape-shifting mask.
which
That's
is
actually
like
really cool.
actually really useful. Yeah,
Yeah, you use it to turn into a halfling, and then you can go through small passageways.
it's
It's
so
awesome.
cool. So cool. Anyway,
And a
uh,
loot, but that it's not that useful for most people.
Go ahead with the next news item. I
Uh,
think that's it.
I thought it kind of looked like your mic cut out again or something,
Nope.
but I guess it's
No,
still good.
I just waved my hand in the air. So sorry, audio listeners. I have nothing. I have nothing.
Yeah, the Splatfest results are in, and Shiver won, I guess. Woohoo! Yay for Shiver
Oh boy!
supporters.
Wow, shiver.
But on the Brad side, Big Man, well, even and Fry also absolutely smoked Shiver in the pro section for some reason.
Yeah,
Everything else was like,
that's because pros play big, man. You know, like come
yeah,
on. If you're
I,
simping for shiver, you're an amateur. I mean, you're not. You're obviously not at the pro. You're not
exactly.
gonna. You're never gonna be at the pro level. That's what I'm saying.
And I know they try and do some sort of math magic to make it so the team with the most votes just doesn't have like an overwhelming advantage. But I think the team with the most votes has won every single Splatfest or something. So I think there's something wrong.
Well, yeah, and it's rigged. Shiver. There's no way Shiver got 55% of the votes. Big man exists. How is this? How is this possible?
No offense to Shiver, but Shiver would be the worst leader out of the three of them, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Fry probably actually would make the best leader. So she's probably the happy middle ground between Shiver and Big Man, but Big Man's
How does
just too
that?
good.
How does that? What does that mean? The happy middle.
You have not played enough Splatoon, I guess,
That's true.
to
I don't know
understand
the
such
lore.
such a
I
cerebral
don't know.
comment as this.
Yeah, I don't know the lore very well. Also, Big Man went and was he did that duet with the Squid Sisters without the
Yeah.
rest of his band.
And
So
then
he
Fry
doesn't.
Sugar beat
Yeah,
him up.
yeah.
A bunch of meanies.
Leader, who would be the best leader? Maybe the one that could have a solo career. You ever think about that? Shiver and Fry. Let's move on to the next news item. Uh, there will be no more new Mario Kart Tour content after October 4th of this year. So in 1 month, Mario Kart Tour is no longer getting content updates. All tours after Battle Tour will consist of previously added content. This marks the end of this app as a thing, and I think this is starting to see the phase out of Mario Kart Tour as a game. And I am curious as to why. I don't is it must just not be doing super great. Um, and all the new levels they're just going to put straight into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that they
Yeah,
would
that's
have
what they've
been.
been doing.
So, yep. Listen, I know maybe there's Mario Kart Tour fans out there, but I say good riddance. I don't want a mobile Mario Kart game, especially not the kind they've given us here. I'd rather we get the next Mario Kart.
I don't know if
But
there will ever be a next Mario Kart. They'll just
but
Mario Kart 8
they
forever.
better just bring over all these costumes that they put in because that is such a cool idea. Why does Nintendo hate costumes? They don't put it in Smash Bros. They don't put it in their Mario Kart. Come on. Anyway,
Yeah. So I guess for
moving on. Sorry.
the Kazuya reveal in Super Smash Bros. Remember how he essentially beat up Kirby and dropped him off that cliff? Well, apparently the director of Tekken didn't really want to do that because, uh, quote, I rather insisted that I didn't want to antagonize Kirby fans, lol. But Sakurai was like, nah, let's do it. I love it. So Sakurai
And
was the one that pushed
Sakurai
for that.
is Kirby's dad, so he can be like, yeah. Also, antagonize Kirby fans. He didn't beat up Kirby. He just in the end like drops him off, and then Kirby floats away.
Well, supposedly kind of like appears to mostly murder him, if I remember, and then drops him off. But then, yeah, at the end, Kirby just floats back up.
Yeah,
But I thought that
yeah.
was pretty
But
funny.
apparently the Tekken guys were like, who cares about F Zero fans? let's
Oh
just
yeah, no one's gonna be upset with all
let's
12 of
just
them.
let's just kill Captain Falcon. That's pretty great. Um, yeah, I have news for you, Micah. The next news item will have to be read by you because my phone died with the notes on it. So, what do you got?
Sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, I'll go get a charger while you read off the next one.
Well, there's a new Splatoon 3 deep cut song, Daybreaker Anthem, which I'm listening to the first time right now. Pretty cool. It's pretty chill.
You
Definitely
waiting
one
for
of the
me?
more chill songs. Builds up a little bit more towards the end. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
I just told him about the Daybreaker Anthem song, deep cut,
Yeah.
and my first reaction impression of it.
Um.
This actually might be one of my among my favorite songs with Calamari, whatever. I don't remember what the name of that one is.
Calamari Delicacy. What I always want to say, but this is just wrong.
What?
It's the Katamari games.
Oh, no, yeah, I have no
Calamari
idea what you were.
Incantation, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah, that sounds right. I knew it had like ink in the name. Some play on word with that.
The next news item we have here is that Pokemon is going to do a collaboration with the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. What will that be? I don't know, but it could be. This could be really cool, honestly. I mean, if we're going like Van Gogh or modern artist renditions of Pokemon stuff, we could see some cool things come out of that. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. On those same lines, Pokemon has been updated to include the sorry, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has been updated to include support for Teal Mask, which is out now. And have you picked this one up, Micah? I haven't picked it up yet
I have not.
because being in a remote location, I have not had time to play said games. But I plan to give this one a try because I really enjoyed Scarlet and Violet, as buggy and goofy as they
Yeah,
were.
I I feel like those games weren't nearly as buggy as I was expecting after everyone talked about it so much. I didn't have a single game breaking bug, and I really didn't even have that many visual issues.
Yeah, I had a lot of visual bugs, but nothing game breaking. And I think mostly it's just the lack of polish, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there were a lot of like wonky shadows.
There was a ton of that.
But
Oh
yeah,
man, those
but that
parts
was
where it'd be
like
like,
that was pretty much the only wonky stuff I remember seeing. But yeah, I guess there was quite a bit of that.
and with that, I think we've just about hit everything news we wanted to cover here. So maybe let's dive on over and check out what's going on in the rumor mill. In the rumor mill, we've got more news about the supposed recent Switch 2 show off at Gamescom. Now, here is a recap given by Monkey Thunder on Discord of some of the things talked about in recent news. One, we had a Breath of the Wild demo that ran at 4K 60 frames per second, instant loading times compared to like 30-second long loading screens on Switch ones.
I mean, that sounds like malarkey, right? Instant loading
Well, think about
at
this.
4K.
Yeah, 4K. Yeah.
Like that seems questionable. But I'm not really all
You're right.
that
No,
tech savvy, but
you are right to question it because all this is hearsay and
well, yeah. When
I
I read
agree.
that,
Yeah.
I got very suspicious about everything else.
The next bit is that the DLSS being used was supposedly DLSS 3.5. Listen, I don't know what this is. I'm not even going to try to dissect what the meaning of that is. But hey, it's an acronym. It's a higher number than it was. All right. That's cool. That's good. Good news. Upgraded hardware. The Matrix demo, which is apparently like a known thing. Like, oh yeah, the Matrix demo. What is this? Do you know what this is? I've never heard of this.
It's like a real cool Matrix demo. Demo of the
Fair.
Matrix.
Yeah.
It probably
So
looks real good or something.
it looked the exact same as it does on next gen consoles with supposedly better ray tracing. However, keep in mind, it was most likely not running on native hardware, but on a PC slash dev kit with similar specs. So there could be the solution to the weird loading times. But a lot of this just feels like that's too good to be true.
Yeah.
If we're going for a Nintendo Switch successor, which is going to be a Switch 2 of some sort, uh, and so it'll be a portable system, there's no way it can match the current power levels of current gen systems. People are hand wavy with things like DLSS, AI generative technology that helps to make it look better than it is. Like, there's no way. We're not there yet. This is not that's not where the tech's at for the mobile side of things. And if it was there, Nintendo's not using that. Why
Be
would they
real
be?
expensive.
Yeah, why would they be using that? I don't know. I want to come into the idea of Switch 2 with low expectations. Like these set up high expectations, and I just don't think a good way to set up that's a good way to set up your experience for the announcement of the sequel to the Switch. That's my 2 cents on that.
Yep.
You and I both are believers of low expectations. You'll have a better time.
Exactly.
Because what if all this stuff is true? That would be sick. Then
It'd be pretty cool.
we're both kind of skeptical of it, but it comes out and it all is. It's pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
According to the rumors that March 2024 about when they'll reveal or potentially release. But
Which
I mean, that almost seems like a pretty good time. There are a few like first party Nintendo games coming out around March or soon after next
yeah,
year.
yeah, but do you feel like we're in the end of the system's life cycle?
Not really.
It doesn't feel like
I
that
was,
to me
I was
either.
still leaning a little
I've
more
seen
towards 2025,
I've
but
seen a lot
who
of
knows?
people say things like, "Oh, well, look at what they're doing with just like a bunch of ports, and not a lot of like new game content. They're saving that for the next system." Like, but are they? Are we really in the end life cycle? Because they've been doing remakes and remasters and ports since day one. You know,
Yeah,
so I don't know. I'm still sticking to my guns here. That's 2025. It's when the next system comes. But if it comes to 2024, I'm still a winner because I get the thing earlier than I
yeah.
expected. Low expectations. Let's go. Well, Micah, speaking of low expectations, where can people find you and I on the internet? Starting with you.
Hmm.
I'm
You
wrapping up the
can.
episode. This is the end. This is the end. It's your plug.
But what about the rumors of Universal developing a live-action Legend of Zelda movie?
I just don't want to believe these are true.
Low expectations.
Low expectations, yeah. Well, live action, I'd be pumped. I'd be so pumped. But I would also be so scared that they would mess this up.
Who would play Ganondorf?
Idris Elba,
I could
Jason
see that.
Momoa, Jason Momoa.
I don't have any
Did
good
where did I
recommendations.
do a fan casting
Michael
recently?
Caine, actually, that's who I would like to see.
Michael Caine. Gonna pretend I know who that is while looking it up on the side.
Hopefully, that's the Alfred from Batman Begins sort of trilogy, like 100 years old.
Yeah, wait, yeah. Why? Why Michael Caine?
Because he's an incredible actor and he can do anything he wants.
Okay. Let's wrap this episode up. Michael, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on YouTube and Twitch at Micah Prime.
And you can find me at Andros1 on YouTube and Twitch. And you can follow the show, Nintendo Pals. And please support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Nintendo Pals. And with that, we will bid you all farewell. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.